Didn't run last week, but that's certainly part of the repertoire. Hand off to Justice Haynes. Haynes off the left side, and he runs into Kobe McKee.
With Bryce Underwood's skill set.
Haynes, slow developing play. Muscle play clock at 4. Underwood, easy throw. The catch made behind the line of scrimmage and going nowhere.
Oklahoma on the perimeter. Once Haynes goes out, you'll see the end. The defensive end wind. See that, feel that. Now he gives them an extra body out there. But look out on the perimeter. Look how they're attacking. Downhill, especially good.
Comes the noise. Hand up inside. Haynes at a stutter step in the backfield and penetration. A legend. Shade Tree Jones. Remember him?
Man, great player.
Haynes bounces off people, and he's wrestled down. They have here in Indiana, but had a monster year a couple of years ago for the Hoosiers. Heavy traffic. Haynes nowhere to go. David.
When he needs to with his feet.
3 of 4 in the early going. Haynes in the slot. Caught the ball.
He just passes him off, but he lets him get by. And boy, did he time that up perfectly. That's the second big play we've seen from 5 into Crimson. Big time hit, timed up perfectly.
From the run game. Needs 6 here. And they run right into a run blitz. Crimson jersey.
To do based on the look is they're going to angle this way, and just in case the quarterback runs, they have him accounted for. Slant into the boundary in case he hands it off, take the quarterback away in case it's a boot the other way, and really nowhere to go for Michigan. Again, if you can't threaten the defense.
Rebels will throw some wrinkles at any quarterback, especially the young ones. They're going to continue to try Haynes as a flag.
No, you don't see that hardly at all. It's right in the middle, nose guard. See what they see there.
Good question. I mean, he's grabbing a blocker's jersey.
Taking a legitimate attempt for the ball carrier. You can't pull a guy out of the way to let your teammate get in there. That looked pretty good to me.
Again, a deep handoff. By the time Haynes would under his center, they need about 1.5 yards. They hand it off, and Haynes hit right at the line. Let's see what they
guard. Because you're right. I mean, this was right at the line. Look, there's penetration, but pretty good effort there. Haynes played right at the line, close.
Haynes, another first-time run, but kicked
after a year ago.
Haynes again as the Sooners crowd the line. They get a couple blocks on the edge. He makes a cut and runs through a tackle down inside the
middle. Could help negate a lot of that.
His presence missed in the first half. Marshall, short game. Holly, Michigan football here. And off and running. Haynes in the clear. Justice Haynes in a foot race. They will not catch him. Michigan, lightning strike on the first play of the half. 75 yards. Contained all half. It's brilliant in the opener.
Yeah, let's take a peek at this. There's the movement, Chris. Look, there's the 2 backup offensive linemen. Remember, Klein is out. They're starting tight end, so their answer is to get some of these linemen. They're on the left. They're going to run this to the right, and then watch the cutback and watch how they sustain their blocks on that side. Remember, Oklahoma's been cheating those linebackers and safeties down. And when you do that, if you can just make one guy miss or one guy's out of his gap, in this case it's 22, Bowen. And you got it back, as we've said, with Justice Haynes, who's always been known for his powers, worked on acceleration and that long speed. We saw it last week against New Mexico, and you see it tonight, first play of the second half to get Michigan back into this game.
One of the things skill position players do in the offseason, they do that speed training. This time, he's going to be wrestled down in the backfield.
With suddenness, watch him get off the ball. Watch how quick he is. Keep in mind how rangy and athletic. On the outside, 6'5", about 265 pounds. Started at Georgia, went to Florida State. Now,
screen. Long way to go for Haynes, and he's going to be dropped for a very short.
You read your keys. Watch how he just sees the running back come out of the backfield, and right away he's expecting a quick throw. Whether it's a tunnel screen to a receiver or the potential of the back getting the football, as soon as the ball.
3rd and 23. He's going to hand it off to Haynes. So the holding penalty on 1st down, the TFL, incomplete. Haynes cuts it back, plows forward for about. Sooners crowd the line. And Haynes runs straight ahead.
Look at this first to blitz, the experience in the system versus a young quarterback.
And they run it with Haynes. He powers for a 1st down. 1st down, Underwood from the pocket. He'll be dragged down and sacked.
It's one thing to get to set the edge, but it's another thing to get a push through the interior. That's just brute strength, working right over top of the center, Greg Crippen. Jaden Jackson, take chances.
Escapes the pressure and fires it short, incomplete. 4th down and about a yard here. And that's it. The Sooner